Can you hear well? We're good? Okay, thank you for joining us today. I'm Val Joyner, Public Information Officer for the Major Case Squad. Today you're going to receive an update into the murder investigations of Mrs. Barbara Goodkin and Dr. Sergey Zakharev. I'd like to welcome to the podium Major Case Deputy Commander Lieutenant Jack Abel and University City Police Department Captain Frederick Lemon. Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming here today. On behalf of the Brentwood Police Department, the University City Police Department, and the Major Case Squad, we'd like to express our condolences to the families of Barbara Goodkin and Sergey Zakharev in their passing. The investigation so far, we have 36 detectives from both the Major Case Squad and the University City Police Department working on this. The investigation is active and ongoing. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Captain Lemons from the University City Police Department.
Good morning. Once again, we thank everyone for coming out this morning. On Saturday, May the 15th, during the late evening hours, 2 innocent victims were heartlessly gunned down with senseless violence. Since that time, the University City Police Department and the Major Case Squad were activated and are conducting a joint investigation. In regards to that investigation, at this time, there's no definitive motive, but robbery is a possible motive. The Major Case Squad and the University City Police Department are hunting down all possible leads. Both investigations are running jointly and concurrently, and we are utilizing as much personnel as possible to bring these suspects to justice. But what we want to do is we want to reach out to the public. We need the public's help in possibly identifying a vehicle, a silver or metallic passenger SUV vehicle, or any other possible information that someone may have in regards to either of these incidents. Barbara Goodkin, Dr. Sergey Zakharev should be here today, but because of the heartless acts of individuals or individual, they are no longer with their family and their friends. We're requesting that if you have video, that you supply the University City Police Department or the Major Case Squad or the Brentwood Police Department with that video. We want to thank the Major Case Squad and Brentwood Police Department for once again coming together with the University City Police Department in a joint effort to bring these violent criminals to justice. At this time, we also want to make sure that our citizens are aware that extra patrols in both cities are occurring. We're utilizing all the resources at our disposal to make sure that everyone is able to travel the streets in a safe manner. At this time, we're going to turn it over to Val.
So as Captain Lemon said, we need the public's assistance. If you have any camera, home surveillance video, ring, whatever you may have, please send it in to the departments. Any tips that you have, please share those as well. Also, there is a reward. Crime Stoppers has a reward of up to $30,000 to help solve these crimes. And they came through 2 generous donors who contributed to this award. Again, we send our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and colleagues of both victims. Please submit your crime tips. You'll be eligible for a reward up to $30,000 if a suspect or suspects are identified in this case. Thank you. Questions?
About their own personal safety, they wonder, is there just someone out there randomly robbing people
One thing that we can say, it's still an active investigation, and there's certain aspects of the investigation that we can't relay to the public. But what we do want to relay to the public is, at this time, there doesn't seem to be any type of links between the victims, but robbery is looking like a possible motive. Hopefully, within the next few days, we'll have some more information for you.
Were both victims robbed?
Once again, there's some things that we just don't want to, that are still an active investigation, and we want to make sure that we keep the integrity of the investigation.
Can you talk about the volume of tips that you guys are getting right now?
The University City Police Department and the Major Case Squad and the Brentwood Police Department are receiving tips. In regards to the actual number of tips, we can't get too much. If someone sees or heard or knows anything that may help in this investigation, we are encouraging them to call.
Are you getting a pretty good number? How would you quantify what you're getting?
Personally, I know on behalf of all the detectives involved in this, we would like more. We need and desperately want the public's help in this. We are a community. The only way we solve things is together. So we need the community's help in this. Again, we are imploring anyone that thinks they have any information, please contact either the Brentwood Police Department, University City Police Department, or the Major Case Squad. Yes, sir. No, go ahead.
A question about the vehicle that you guys are looking for. Is there any way you can narrow it down to a make or a model? I know a silver SUV is kind of...
Right now, our detectives are out looking for various surveillance footage. We need to try to find clear surveillance footage. As you can see, some of it is grainy. It's a silver SUV. So anyone that, again, that has a Ring doorbell camera, a business camera, we know the locations of both incidents. Anybody that may have been driving by that thinks they may have seen a silver vehicle, we need the public's help in this to come forward and provide us some information and to continue our investigation. We're still working numerous leads. We have been working numerous leads, but we'd like more.
Do you believe that there's one suspect or more than one suspect, and during these shootings, did anyone get out of the car or the shots from the car?
Again, this is an active, ongoing investigation, so some of the details I'm not going to go into, but as we all know, vehicles, if they're driving, you can have a driver, a passenger, someone in the rear passenger. I've worked numerous homicides where we've had 2, 3, 4 people in the vehicle. So it's going to depend on where we get good camera views to see how many people are in the vehicle.
So at this point, you don't know? At this point, you don't know if it was a single person or if there were more in the vehicle?
There will be multiple people in the vehicle.
The video you shared so far was from University City, from a few different sources, the grainy stuff we've been sharing. Is there anything corresponding to that from any locations in Brentwood yet? I mean, you had Drury Plaza, a lot of businesses, I'm sure, have surveillance systems. I'm wondering if they caught anything.
As part of the investigation, the detectives will be going around to all the businesses looking at video. They've been reviewing hours and hours of video. When we get video from those locations, if we get a clear picture of either the persons of interest or the vehicle, then we can put that out, because we also need your help to help transmit this message to the community. So we've got to all work together on this.
So Dr. Zakharov was obviously a doctor. Mr. Goodkin, I believe, was an attorney. I don't know if he was retired. Through the professional jobs or positions, was there any type of relationship? Did they ever work together on any cases or anything like that you're aware of?
Again, that's why we are having the joint investigation between the U City Police Department and the Major Case Squad, because then the detectives can sit down and compare notes and stuff like that to see if there are connections.
So far, nothing jumps out, I believe.
Again, it's an ongoing active investigation. I really don't want to get into the details of what we're involved with right now.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? Mr. Goodkin is in good condition. He did sustain some minor injuries. And one thing that we want to say is, in regards to Mr. Goodkin, he took a round right in the chest, but thank goodness his cell phone was there. His cell phone was there, and he was able to drive himself and his wife to an area hospital. So, you know, we want to make sure that Mr. Goodkin and his family, they're able to receive the justice for Barbara Goodkin. And that's why we're really out here just asking and pleading for the public's help. 10:50, 10:45 p.m. on Saturday night, if you were in the area of Del Mar, 170, and you saw a suspicious type passenger vehicle, SUV vehicle, give us a call. Give us a call. That way we can follow up the leads. As Lieutenant Abel previously stated, we're dealing with upwards of 35 to 40 investigators on this case. This is how serious it is. And both police departments with the major case squad are absolutely burning the midnight oil to bring these perpetrators to justice.
Mentioned robbery. Was Dr. Rapp's wallet and cell phone taken? Was anything taken from him?
Well, as Lieutenant Abel stated that it is an active investigation, we don't want to put out too much information at this time.
Was the Goodkin's vehicle approached by somebody?
They were driving. They were driving eastbound on Del Mar.
Or do you think they went to a robbery? How, if their car wasn't approached, was it
There's-
robbing somebody else?
There's possible, once again, we're investigating all possible motives, and robbery is a possible motive at this time.
And you mentioned forensic evidence is the link between the two cases. Can you confirm that's ballistic evidence?
We don't want to give out everything, but there is forensic evidence.
So can you say more about where Dr. Zakharev's body was found? We had heard from his attorney that he was waiting for an Uber or something like that. Can you say anything about like the direction that the vehicle went after?
Again, I'm not going to go into the specific details because that is something when we go along the investigation and we end up interviewing people, we don't want to cloud their decision making and what they tell us. So we're not going to release any of the information about the scene right now. Okay? So I'm going to turn it over now to Val.
Just to clarify, Mr. Stanley Goodkin, he's not hospitalized.
He is not hospitalized. He is at home.
So as you know, we have more questions than answer. And again, we implore the community, please call us with any tips that you have. You can call the U City Police Department, Brentwood Police Department, or Crime Stoppers. We do plan to come back with another press briefing, but we'll notify you of that time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you guys will handle the poll. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Val.